I'm in accounts payable here. Let's have a look at the concept of the vendor holds release date. So if I go to the vendor holds list page, I'll see that I've got two vendors here, and I'll see the vendor hold release date. So I set this when I set the vendor on hold. I can actually specify a date, for example. Now let's see how this actually works, and really it works on this list page to filter out the specific vendors on hold, but it doesn't automatically change their hold status. So let's have a look. So this particular one, the X400, is set for a vendor hold release date of 10th of the 8th. So I'm going to change my system date here to be the 10th of the 8th. So I'm going to move over to the 8th here, and we'll say OK. And so you'll see, if I now refresh the list, that vendor goes off vendor hold. But if we go and find the vendor, and we'll see that the vendor hold is actually still on. It's just that it filters it off that list page. So it's vendor hold release date is 10th of the 8th here, for example. So you'll see if I go and try to put in a payment, for example. So in this case, the vendor is on hold for all, meaning all transactions. And if I put it in, I'll still get that there's a hold on this vendor. So the release date is just a management function for you to manage which vendors that you need to follow up on, and it really just is a filter criteria for this list page, for example. So I'll set my session date back to the current date. So let's set it back to today, and we'll say OK, and then refresh the list, so it'll come back on the list here. So use the vendor hold release date as a management tool to find the vendors, as a periodic review function to work out which ones you need to change the hold status for.